Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we are outside in the nature. We are at a beautiful place. We are on the island Pag, Croatia. And this is actually a really ancient place. It's like we would be walking on the moon. Look at that. We have a tiny little tornado there. And what is the most interesting thing about this place is that at the top of this hill that we are walking on is a spot which some people are saying that it was visited by a spacecraft or UFO or something like that over 12,000 years ago. And some people are taking rocks from that place because they are saying that they have a strong healing energy within them. And the reason that people are saying that is because they found that there's a triangle structure imprinted into the rocks, and nobody can explain how it was done. So we are going to visit that place, and I want to take you all with us. So I think Maya is somewhere down there, and she's also filming a video, and I just wanted to take you with us because, you know, the vibe here is really great. We are under the sun. We are enjoying this interesting moon-like nature, and while walking I want to remind you a little bit how important it is to take our bodies to these interesting places. You know, all over the world we can find places which just remind us of the magnificent truth behind all the illusions that we are living in. You know, inside this matrix we often fall into those limited perspectives where we start telling limited stories to ourselves of how our lives are bad and how we feel stuck and how nothing is moving forward. And then we go to like simplistic places like that, and we recognize, well, we don't have much to do here in this place filled with rocks, but it's so easy to be happy here. It's so easy to feel grounded here. So we remind ourselves of the magic of simplicity. We remind ourselves that we don't need much to feel everything. Actually, less we have, more we feel. And that's actually such an interesting realization. Less we have, more we feel. And I just need to fix a little bit because I think the light is so white. And okay, so the less we have, the more we allow ourselves to experience, you know, to sense the sensations that life is kind of triggering within us. So we start accepting ourselves. We start accepting what is happening within us. You know, however something can trigger us, if we don't know how to self-regulate, you know, all the sensations, we'll always be victims. So somebody can say something to you and you will say, well, I feel like that because, you know, that person said some mean things about myself. But you know what? Become a leader of yourself. Become your own leader and say to yourself, well, today I will demonstrate peace. Today I will demonstrate tranquility. Today I will demonstrate how groundedness or how being grounded is acting. You know, how when you're grounded, how you would act. Today I will demonstrate love. Today I will demonstrate compassion. Today I will demonstrate joy. And you know, we tap into that sensation and we suddenly recognize, well, it's so much more than just being a victim. It's so much more to life than just being, you know, in a constant rush or in a constant need to control something outside of us. Once you start self-regulating your internal sensation, you will feel no need to control anything outside of you, and suddenly you will feel completely free. Once you will feel free, you will say, well, life is much better than I ever thought it can be. Life is much better than I ever thought it can be. And to me, that is a beautiful way to live our lives. So, my friends, I just want to show you a little bit how beautiful this place is. Circling around. So, once we realize, my friends, that we don't need much, and we also stop seeking external validation, right? We stop doing things for external validation. We stop seeking outside approval, and suddenly we start hearing our voice, so the voice of the heart, which starts speaking to us and saying beautiful reminders. Hey, there's some unexpressed creativity within you. There's some unexpressed music within you. There's some unexpressed beauty within you. And that's where people start creating art. That's where people start making music. That's where people start truly doing something which most people would describe as something weird. We are doing weird things. We are saying weird words. We are making weird art. But in our perspective, we are doing something out of joy, right? We're doing something out of curiosity for what else could be expressed through our hearts. And that's a beautiful way to live our lives, right, my friends? To open our hearts and to express what we sense that there needs to be expressed. So we become like channels for that great wisdom of the heart, so the heart can speak through us. We become channel for the voice of the universe. So, as we are hiking here, I want to remind you of the importance of getting yourself out into the nature and be active, you know? So often I see people dealing with laziness, dealing with unworthiness, dealing with lack of motivation, lack of inspiration, you know? The reason that I feel inspired every single day to share something with you is firstly because I want to provide something, but secondly because I'm staying active, you know? Our mind can only be open for new creative ideas if our bodies are ready, if the energy in the body is ready, if it is in motion. We'll be more open for new creative ideas. So we need to take care of our bodies. We need to take care of staying active and, you know, to nurture ourselves the way we need to be nurtured, the way we want to be nurtured. And it is important. So I love hiking, especially at places like that. In the morning we went for a bit longer run, and you know, whatever works for you, do some yoga and you will feel much better. If you're dealing with laziness, do a workout. And of course you will say, well, I'm not motivated, I'm not inspired. That's where you should do it the most. Go on a bike and go riding a little bit if you can through the forest, through some jungle, or go to swim. If you're living close to the ocean, to the sea, go for a swim and experience that cleansing that Mother Nature is providing to you. You know, it's a simple advice, but it has such a profound benefits, and we all know those things, but so often we just never do it. So often we rather do nothing than to do something actively. So what I've learned is that every time I do a workout, I realize something new. I gain greater clarity over something which was before unclear. So we see, sometimes we need to just put energy into motion and clarity will take place. Sometimes we just need to, to do something, like to do a workout, to do a yoga, to do a Tai Chi if you prefer, or to go for a long walk in nature, and suddenly you will just realize something, why your life is moving in circles. You see? Everything is moving in circles until we realize that also everything is moving in upward spiral. So it's not just that life is moving in circles, life is moving in spiral upwards. So everything is kinda pushing you to a greater realization of yourself, to a greater understanding of yourself, to a greater self-actualization, where you find your greatest natural talents, your greatest natural gifts, and you start expressing them. And of course, we are not good at doing that until we become better, right? So we can't become good at something if we're not practicing it. So once we find what our natural gifts and talents are, we need to put things into work, right? So many people are setting intentions like, I want to be healed, I want to be wealthy, I want to be healthy, I want to be happy. But intentions without actions have no power. And that's what we need to realize. Intentions without actions have no power. Also, actions without intentions have no power. We may make some results, but results will never make us happy if we are not conscious of our intentions. If we're not conscious of our intentions, we will do things out of survival. We'll always want more, you know? You probably went through those experiences where you got what you wanted, but you want more. There's never enough. But when your intentions are clear and your actions are aligned with your intentions, you will always be grounded. You will always be grounded within yourself, and that's where happiness comes from. Happiness comes from being grounded in your body, but keep moving forward. Because time is always present, but at the same time it's always moving. So present moment is not stuck. It's a constant flow. Present moment is a constant flow. So it means that we can only be happy if we're constantly flowing. And to flow means to have a clear intention, to know where you're going. To have a clear intention, to know where you're going, but then also going into that direction, right? Aligning your actions with your intentions. That's where happiness comes from. So that's why it's possible to be happy every single day. Setting some intentions, acting upon them, reflecting your life, how you're doing, deciding what will you demonstrate today. Just today in the morning I took time and I said to myself today, I will demonstrate peace, respect, passion, and understanding. Today I will demonstrate respect, peace, passion, and understanding. So, you know, when something triggers me in a day, I will firstly pause and I will ask myself, is it aligned with what I want to demonstrate today? Is it aligned with what I want to demonstrate today? And it gets me back into this moment where I realize, well, I can work on that, right? I can work on that. So there's always a space for improvement. Not of improvement of yourself, because you're already all you can be, but of patterns which are pulling us out of alignment. So we are working on improvement of patterns. Those are like brain patterns which are pulling us out of alignment. So we are working on that kind of improvement. So you may realize that when you tap into your inner quietness, you're all you can be, you're everything. You're beautiful, you're lovable, you're loving, you're everything. But when you open your eyes, you start experiencing certain thoughts, stories. All those thoughts and stories awaken certain emotions, and you may say, well, I've had off my alignment. Oh, look at that view. You may say, I felt off the alignment. And what I will say is, you have just become aware of what is pulling you out of alignment, so you can fix this. That's where self-mastery will come to place. That's where you will master yourself. So I think we are getting close now, but I'm not sure. Maya, are we close?
I think we failed the road.
Really?
Is that one?
Ah, so we missed the road. Okay, then we have more time. So as we are getting to the top of this hill, you know, when you get that kind of a view, I don't know if it's the focus is working, you know, you always get reminded of of the importance of expanding our perspective in our lives, because we see, you know, places far away. Sometimes our dream seems to be far away, but they're not unreachable. We see places far away, but we know that they are not unreachable. We know that we can get there. It's same with our dreams, my friends. When you have a dream, you know there's a path to get to there. There's always a path. And truly, when we get to places like that, you just get reminded that it's all possible. Look at that. It's truly beautiful.
Look at all these formations. I'm sure that people left them as a gratitude act.
It is really beautiful. And it's incredible. I hope you're enjoying these views, because my friends, that's a place where you just feel that you don't need much.
It's there. Oh, look, that's it.
This one.
Do you see? It is, right?
I
It's
think.
there.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, it's somewhere there.
The triangle, yes.
Yeah,
Can you see how the rocks are pressed down where the triangle is?
Yeah, I see.
Oh.
All the, it's like something would just turned rocks into a powder and
Yeah.
just suppressed it
Yeah,
into the earth.
When they have put these little pebbles under the UV light, they radiated red light.
Oh, really?
Is the same as they were exposed to fire.
Or to the really
Yeah.
high heat.
Yeah, and they have never, archaeologists and scientists, they have never found a following of volcanic activity on the island. There was never present any volcanoes, so explain that.
So nobody can actually explain what happened and how just that piece of a triangle was exposed to such a strong heat that it transformed rocks into like a dust and suppressed the surface into the ground a little bit. So it's interesting. I was never at places like that, so to be at the top of this hill and to to see those things and to actually to know that it happened 12,000 years ago, it gives you a feeling that everything is fleeting, and as we move through those experiences that life has to offer, let's make the best out of it, right? So let's see. Actually, when you know the story, the vibe is even stronger. It may be connected with the beliefs, but also the energy is really pure here because there's not many people. Actually, it's all raw. And I love places like that because when I need to recharge my batteries, I love to go visit places like that just to recharge myself, to move a little bit away from people, to find more of myself. And I think it's important, when people are often wondering like how to protect your energy, I think more important is to know how to recharge your energy, because if you're recharged, you don't need to protect yourself much. All you need to take care of is that you're not judging others and that you're not comparing yourself with others. Everything else will be okay. So I think we are here. It's actually not much to see, if you're expecting something, but it's still wonderful to know that, if you see, look at that. If just take care of the focus, all around here are like bigger rocks, and those rocks, those are really strong rocks, but then you have this place where everything is just a different form of rocks, more like a dust. So it's interesting. And my friends, I want to thank you all for being here with me on this journey, hiking a little bit, sharing stories with you, and sharing this energy. Maybe you can feel it. Write in the comments below if you can feel anything, because we're all connected, and if you're just in tune with the vibe that is coming through you, you may sense it. So let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'm sending you lots of love, blessings and power. Till next time, thanks to all of you for supporting my art in my Etsy shop. You're all truly appreciated. Sometimes I can't tell you that face to face because I'm usually sharing my art with you. But here and there I make this kind of videos, which are a bit different. So till next time, have a beautiful day, and to all of you who need some daily reminders, go and check out my Instagram page, AttractPassion, and to see some of my art gallery, go to my other Instagram page, I Draw My Passion. See you there, and till next time, one love.